Watch as a journalist dismantles Gary's economics, exposing him as nothing more than a protester with no real answers to inequality. His propaganda was never going to survive even the most basic scrutiny. The journalist lays out how other European countries had to roll back wealth taxes. And Gary's response? Nothing. Instead, he deflects, rambling about a UK politician buying 7 houses. The reality is simple. What Gary preaches just isn't possible. He's a charlatan.
And that's not progress.
Can I ask you a quick question on that? Do you think that China would allow somebody to own billions and billions and billions of pounds of Chinese assets and then move to Monaco and not pay tax on those assets?
I have no idea what the policy would be in China, but then lots of billionaires in China are reliant on slave labour, so it's probably not the best example.
Listen, we have given the literal assets of this country to very, very, very wealthy people, and we have created a tax system that makes it voluntary for them to pay tax. If you do that, ordinary people will get poorer and poorer and poorer every year, and millionaires and billionaires will get richer and richer every year, and ordinary people will not be able to buy homes and have families.
But Gary,
and I'm not just saying that, I bet on that.
Rich don't pay tax in the UK, are you?
The tax burden is falling on working people. Working people pay rates at much higher levels.
But you also agree, I appreciate that working people are paying tax. Everyone's paying tax. Is anyone who's working not paying tax? The rich do pay their taxes. You're saying that you think they should pay more tax on their wealth? And are you differentiating between wealth or inheritance?
Wealth, they should pay tax on their wealth. If you don't tax these people on their wealth, they will squeeze everybody out.
And the European examples where that's been tried, France, Norway, etc., where they've had to scrap those schemes because A, they're too much to administrate, and B, they don't get enough revenue in. What's your response to that? Because it's not as if European nations haven't tried this. They've tried it, and unfortunately, it's failed.
Yeah, whenever people suggest this to me, I always think of the Conservative second home stamp duty tax. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, I'm answering it now.
OK.
Yeah,
what do you think we would do differently that the European countries have not done?
When the second home stamp duty tax was brought in, I was very surprised because I didn't think the Conservatives would tax rich people. I looked into it. There was an exemption for people who bought 7 or more homes at once. And then Jeremy Hunt went and bought 7 homes. Listen, I understand it is difficult to tax rich people because politicians are rich people and they're funded by rich people and they put loopholes in the system that mean rich people don't pay them and it ends up being paid by working people. That doesn't mean we don't do it.
OK, I'm not sure that's answered the question. And I've no idea if Jeremy Hunt did buy 7 homes incidentally, but, you know, I appreciate that's what he's saying.
Let me guarantee that the wealth tax receipts go to the poor. This is the other problem.
Let me bring Daisy.
Public sector pay rises for train drivers that are already on good wages.
Let's let Daisy answer the question. She's sat there for quite some time now.